to the market. Before they reach the market, they are purchased in bulk and put in the storage. And this is, you can call this as hoarding. Same thing with the vegetables, fruits, sugar, cotton, so on, so many other things. So there is shortages created in the market, and therefore inflation takes place. So in our country, we find our growth rate is claimed to be 9% per year in GDP, but our inflation rate is 16%. And people are daily complaining. When it rises great heights, then they open the godowns and the commodities come, and they made a cool profit on that. So this is another way. Then there is a question of the money part of the money being taken abroad. I would say about 1/3 of the total black money generated in India goes abroad. Estimates vary. Just now the chart showed $1.4 trillion. There are more conservative estimates which place it at $500 billion, but even $500 billion is a very large amount of money. And they are abroad in Switzerland, in Liechtenstein, in Cayman Island, in Macau, in China. There are about 77 safe havens in the world. And these 77 safe havens, you can put the money. Nowadays, you don't even have to travel out because you can sit in your home and get a Hawala operator to put the money abroad to a friend who can then, through online banking, or go to the bank and go to the automated machines and open your account. So, therefore, this money that is yours, which should be used for investment in your country, is going abroad. But worse things are happening with this. And for this, the credit must go to Mr. Chidambaram, whom I am expecting would be in jail by the end of August. And I'll tell you the reason also why I'm so certain. But the fact is that, you see, when he was minister, he created a new financial derivative. Those of you who don't know derivative, doesn't matter. But he created a financial derivative called participatory note. PNs, yeah. Now, what is this PNs? Yesterday, in fact, in Boston, about 7-8 investment banking companies and private equity companies, they wanted a briefing session with me. And so I had a 5-hour briefing session with them. One of them was Fidelity Insurance, Fidelity Investments. And the other was Morgan Stanley. So now, if I have a lot of cash, and that cash is then sent through the Hawala abroad, and I put it in the Switzerland bank, many politicians who are doing this had a complaint. The complaint was that if you put money in Switzerland banks, then instead of their giving you interest, you have to pay them a service charge. So there was a little feeling of being let down. I mean, we after so much effort, we put money in the bank there, and we have to pay a service charge. So he came up with this instrument, or participatory note, which is only there in India and nowhere else in the world. Only in India. So when you have got your cash in abroad, you take the cash in a sack or a suitcase or whatever, go to Fidelity Investments or go to Morgan Stanley and put it on the counter and say, give me a participatory note. And they will give you a participatory note, which is only valid in India, which will have nothing but the amount you have given on the counter. So you take that one participatory note, of say you take it for say $100 million. You come to India and you go to the stock market and you invest it. Normally, if you took money and went to the stock market, the SEBI will ask you, where did you get this money? So Chidambaram changed the law that as far as participatory note is concerned, it will be exempt from any SEBI oversight. So he freed them from any oversight of this. So this participatory note, you then invest in the stock market. It's almost like cash now. And the stock market, when it's a large amount of money comes in, the stock market booms up, and then you sell it. And once you sell it, you make this huge killing. You take the killing with the participatory note photocopy, and you go to the Reserve Bank and say, now convert all these rupees that I've got in the Bombay Stock Exchange into dollars. There also the law has been changed, saying that this Reserve Bank must fully convert. Normally rupee is not convertible, but for participatory note and the profit from it, you can convert. You have to convert, the Reserve Bank has to convert to dollars, and then you can take the dollars abroad. So, and therefore you can earn. Now, question is, what about capital gains tax? Every one of us has to pay 25% capital gains. To avoid paying capital gains tax, a new law was made, and that was that if you create a $1 company in Mauritius, $1 paid up capital company, and that company comes and invests in the stock market, that because it is from Mauritius, there is no capital gains tax. And as a consequence, today, the largest investor of foreign money in our country is Mauritius, which has nothing but beaches and gambling casinos and so on. How can it be investing more than United States and Europe and so on? But that's because all this money is going out, and then via Mauritius, it comes back to India, and then they rig the market. It is a rigging of the market. And that is why we have this stock market going up and down. You can make it now at will. The Indian stock market, the middle class loses, but the rich people earn in a big way. So your stock market is gone. Then the cash is used to buy real estate property. So real estate is booming. You don't need the Indian banks to give you loans like here people got loans to buy property. You don't need that in India. You got cash. And that cash is used and the property price is going up. Now you can't buy a flat in Bombay for less than 25 lakhs. You see, a small flat. So it has now gone beyond the reach of even the middle class. So you see, look at the amount of distortions that have taken place. And then this corruption, once it becomes a habit, then you can do anything. Mr. Chidambaram, as finance minister, he said that India cannot produce high quality currency paper with a proper watermark and all. But England, there is a company called De La Rue, which prints that. So we buy from them, so that we can have high quality, like the 1,000 rupee note you see, has a very high quality paper. And this has been bought from De La Rue. Now the Indian Intelligence Bureau objected, saying that, you see, this De La Rue also gives prints currency paper for Pakistan. So if you buy from the same company, then Pakistan can use that watermark and all that. They can, after all, these people in England, they don't owe you anything, they are businessmen. The Pakistanis will buy. All the Pakistani ISI printed counterfeit notes today, which are becoming very difficult to detect, which come to India via Nepal, they are because De La Rue sells them this currency paper. And Mr. Chidambaram has just frankly refused to do anything about it, because there must have been a deal in that. The CBI then, not knowing what is going on, they had got a tip-off and they went and raided Reserve Bank offices. But that case is now in cold storage. When I get little time from 2G, I will take up that case. Now finally, national security is also being seriously compromised. You see, if money can buy everything, then foreigners will also buy you. If they can't defeat you in the battlefield because of the valor of your soldiers, they can at least buy you out. They can buy your leaders off. This is, I found for the first time,